Are you suffering from shaky shot syndrome? Are you having trouble tracking players in a gunfight? Well, here are 3 tips to improving your aim in Call of Duty Vanguard. You know what to do, so let's hop right in with tip number 1. Get your recoil under control. Whether you're utilizing a perk or attachment to reduce your overall or initial recoil, your recoil control is one of the keys to achieving better aim. However, one of the most effective methods is to hop into a private lobby with your weapon of choice and the exact build that you usually use in game, and fire an entire clip at a wall. After doing so, take a look at the recoil pattern. Then go back to the same position, but this time adjust your aim while shooting to counter the recoil pattern. From there, try practicing hitting the same general area a few times at varying distances to build that muscle memory. Moving on to tip number 2, take advantage of the initial recoil control. If you're equipping attachments or perks that improve your initial recoil control, then it's important to ensure that your first few shots are right on target. Oftentimes we end up shooting our gun before we are completely lined up, which ends up voiding that initial recoil control that you receive. Give yourself a second to line up the shot and you'll find that you're able to beam your opponents. In order to take advantage of your initial recoil control, you'll find that 2 tips that I previously mentioned in my recent videos will greatly assist you with this. The first is centering, which will allow you to quickly engage in gunfights as soon as you see an opponent, and the second is trigger discipline, because in situations where your opponent has yet to see you, withholding your fire until you're lined up, especially at long ranges, will allow you to eliminate them before they realize what's going on. Finally, tip number 3, shoot bots. Not only should you be shooting bots to warm up, but you should be shooting bots if only to improve your aim. That being said, there is a way to practice effectively, and I'll show you how. You're gonna hop into a private match and choose a small map. Most people, including myself, prefer the use of dome. Ensure that you do not have a time limit, then raise the required points to your desired amount. I typically do 200 or 300 when I'm warming up. Then you're gonna wanna turn on your constant UAV, and then turn off kill streaks. Add a ton of bots, but leave them as recruit, because this practice isn't meant to simulate actual gunfights, because no matter the difficulty, the bots will never act like real humans, and because the primary function of this drill is to achieve a flow and practice switching targets rapidly. And that's why you want a constant UAV, so that you can constantly be on the move without the interruption of looking for an enemy, and you want them to be on recruit because you don't want to keep dying to them. Remember, you want to get into a flow state. And while you're running this drill, you want to practice the following things: your aim, of course, your recoil control, centering, taking on multiple gunfights at once, using your minimap, feeling out how many opponents you can kill before needing to reload, your movement, and your snapping. As you run a few of these drills, you're going to find that not only your aim is going to improve, but you're going to be a little bit more adept at taking on multiple gunfights at once. Sure, the bots won't always be shooting back, but the muscle memory is what you're training. Check out this video if you want tips on taking on multiple enemies at the same time, but that does it for today's video. I'll see you tomorrow on day 14 of 30 of posting every day. You know what to do. My name is Drew, this was Sablehound, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, I want to be famous.